Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode.
Speak here. You need to
Yeah,
speak.
but I'm looking there.
Okay.
And besides, if it's open, it should get.
It's only like 2 ways, I think. There we go. Oh, that's perfect.
Hello. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tales of the Wandering Bard. Chucky's going to be our first bard for this KoibuCon stream, and if you don't know what's going on, I'm traveling across Europe. I'm starting here in Ploiești.
Ah, there we go. That's better.
Ploiești with Chucky. He's going to be the first player along our course. He has made a bard character.
Antonio de Aqua.
And assuming this bard survives, which fingers crossed he will, or she will. Gender isn't entirely certain yet. Antonio is a very effeminate name.
Yeah.
Then when I get to Budapest, Ravenlord will play the bard, and then when I get to Regensburg or Munich or wherever else I'm going, someone else will play the bard, and we will just continue the bard playing as I pop around Europe. Today's the 8th of July?
Yeah, and you're going to be leaving on the 10th to get to Budapest.
Mm-hmm. But I will be bopping around Europe until the 19th of August.
Yeah.
So that's like 6 weeks of different people, one-on-one, D&D with the same character. So we're going to just see how this goes. And this is our christening episode. So Chucky,
Okay.
would you please introduce your character to us?
So as I said before, we're playing the bard Antonio de Aqua. He's a human. He has a large blonde ponytail, cerulean blue eyes. He's about 23. And he has like a small nose, smooth skin, and like full lips. He is the type of Casanova. He thinks he's quite a playboy, and he's trying to get into like the highest circles of nobility, but it's not going that well. He's like the seventh son of the seventh son in a minor noble family, and they just sent him to Bard College to get rid of him. So.
Okay. Have you rolled for hotness?
No, I have not.
I think that's the first thing to do. Give me a 3d6. And that's your
I
hotness.
most likely have my dice somewhere in your pile or somewhere. The 3d6s because they're not here.
Yeah.
3, 7, 8. There we go.
8. Yeah.
8.
Fancies himself a pretty boy. Maybe is not.
He has his other skills that he can do. Yep.
Excellent.
Hopefully
you can all see this map that we have here. You are going to be starting in Weinstein. It is
okay.
Smallish town at the end of the Muckwater River that heads out into Wastewater Bay. Now, something that's very important about Wastewater Bay is, the reason it's called Wastewater Bay is the entire bay only comes up to about your waist. There might be sections that go a little bit deeper and sections that are a little bit more shallow, but on average, Wastewater Bay, you could wade across it, except for the fact that it's miles and miles across. Most of the transportation done on Wastewater Bay is done by pole boat, like pushing boats. No big ships can come in here. In fact, this large city of Trestor, which is at the mouth of the bay,
is a port.
No, it's not a port because the bay still is very shallow there. If you want to take a port, you have to go to Drun Outpost. That's where the deep water port is. Weinstein, as I said before, is at the end of the Muckwater River, which travels way, way, way over here, and there's nothing else alongside of it.
Okay, so is there any reason I'm here, or is this just
This is where you start your adventure. Yeah, if you were the seventh son of some minor noble house, this is the minor noble house that you are from. Weinstein has a couple houses, noble houses here, but they're not very important. Weinstein's biggest export is grapes and whatever gets floated down the Muckwater River from way back.
Well, I think definitely Antonio does not think he can make his name here in Weinstein. So I'm guessing I'm starting off at a tavern.
Sure. You start off at a tavern in Weinstein.
So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go at the bartender, and I'm gonna ask him, hey, where can I get, one of those boats to get me to Trestor?
You don't know how to get a boat?
Like, where do I get?
He points out the window towards the bay.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
when I become rich, I know who to thank. I remember my friends.
Hey, what did you say your name was?
My name, Antonio de la Croix.
Of the De La Croix family? So you've lived here your whole life and you don't know how to get a boat?
Never had the need.
You guys sure do live a different lifestyle.
Well, good morning, sir.
Gives you a bit of a wave.
So I'll go and get a boat.
Okay. You head down towards the bay?
How much is the... well, actually, I should ask one of the people there. So I go towards the bay?
Yeah, you head down towards the bay. The town's not that big. You make it down to the water's edge. There's a whole bunch of little docks that stick out, and there's a bunch of little boats. Now, the boats, most of the boats are about from that wall to about here. That's the distance of the depth of the boat. They're pretty small. You could fit maybe 6 people and then one guy pushing comfortably. If you needed to pack it full of people, you could, but yeah. And you see out in the bay there are all sorts of people. Most of them are fishermen. There's a bunch of oyster and clam and pearl farmers out there as well. And they're all just kind of pulling themselves around, fishing with nets, fishing with poles. Some people are just reaching in and like pulling crabs out. And there's a couple of boats that have passengers that are being pulled down towards Trestor or Hallgroth.
So I'm gonna go at one of the boats, if I can, at one of the empty ones, and try and buy passage to Trestor. Now I'm gonna be kind of specific. I want to be alone in this boat. This is my kind of lounge in the boat. I mean, this is supposed to be a comfortable journey for me.
Okay. So you do come across a guy who has his feet propped up. He's got a hat over his face. He seems to be napping in the boat, but he's all by himself. All the other boats that have passengers have like multiple passengers already.
Okay. So, hey.
What is it?
Antonio de la Croix, pleased to meet you, sir. Your name is?
Sits up a little bit more carefully. My name is Hank Miller.
Hank. Well, I shall need passage to Trestor, and I trust that I can hire your boat.
To Trestor now? Today?
Right now, yes. Right this minute.
Well, the urgency is going to cost extra.
Oh, yes. No problem. I mean, Antonio, you know the family de la Croix I'm from, yeah.
Of course.
I know my head. I'm good for it. And I remember my friends. I might actually need... Do you have any appointments? I actually need some help in Trestor. If you have any knowledge of Trestor, have you ever been in the city?
Of course, I've been there many times.
Yeah, I'm interested in hiring a guide as well if you're looking for extra work.
Sure. Just let me find a couple other passengers and we'll...
No, alone. Only 2 of us. If you're gonna work for me as a guide there, I want to get to know you better.
Okay, but you're gonna have to pay for the passage of everyone that would...
How much would be that?
That'd be about 20 silver to get there.
Nod my head, and I take out a gold piece and I give it to you. Consider it payment for part of the guiding journey once we get there as well.
So half now, half later is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. He takes the gold piece, pockets it, looks around, says, just one moment, jogs off the boat, comes back a minute or 2 later with a small basket that has a loaf of bread sticking out of it and a bottle of wine sticking out of it and a couple other things in it, and puts it in the boat, stretches himself and goes, okay, it'll be about 12 hours, so get comfortable. He takes his big pole and just starts pushing the boat through the water and out into the bay.
So it's a couple of hours past. We're gonna have like a bit of small talk. I'm gonna get to know him. Now I'm the gauge. Now, if he's interested, if he's the type of follower, or if he's a leader, because I'm interested in getting a henchman here. But I want to see if he's a good one, like if he deserves to be my henchman.
I see. So how would you go about figuring this out?
I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna talk to him. You know the tactic of just asking random questions like, "What do you do? Where are you born?" And then put in a important question. So where do you see yourself in the future? And then continue on some just random questions, and then again,
Okay.
like, are you interested in actually working for somebody? Like, do you dream of something bigger? And a hint like, I have big dreams, and I think Trester will make them happen for me.
So what important questions specifically are you going to ask him? Because I'm not going to give you a yes or no. He would be a
Yeah.
good henchman.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm basically gonna ask him after we talk, like after a couple of hours, if he wants to stick by me because this profit by me, and I reward loyalty. Good.
What is your reaction adjust next to your charisma score?
3. I can even look at what you're rolling because I have no idea what it is.
I'm going to still keep it secret.
The first reaction on Neil's when Chucky's feet smell reached him.
Where are we here? You said +3?
Yeah, +3. Loyalty +3. I don't think that matters.
Yeah, reaction. So.
Do you need to roll a?
No. Math in head is difficult. Okay. Well, I've always wanted to settle down with a woman and get a family started, but it's kind of hard to find the right lady when you're not making any money. So, yeah, if there's some profit, I don't mind sticking around with you for a little bit.
Good. Yeah, I guarantee that. And I take out from a small wooden raccoon. It's a bit big, and I take out my. I forget what's the name of the fucking thing? Accordion. I take out my accordion, and it's a very nice accordion made out of black wood, and it's embroidered. This is like the parting gift from my parents. This is like, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of our house, go to bar college, and just give me this fancy thing. And I start playing it.
All right, give me a musical instrument check. Is that based
Charisma.
off of... It is charisma?
It is charisma.
Okay. Can you read that?
It is 13. It's
13.
Yes. You need to use the glare to read it, you see. 13 plus 15.
What Justin had did, because he had a whole bunch of those, is he got little tiny, like very sharp Sharpies.
Yeah,
and then
I think I will
doodle
have to do that
inside.
as well. I just got it recently.
So what was the total?
13 plus 15, so that's 28.
28. Okay. You produce a very pleasant song, and he rose in accordance with it, and you guys make great progress across the bay.
Yeah. I say my name with this is gonna get me up in the high circles, and after that, the only car we're gonna see in front of your eyes, my friend, is gold. Yellow and yellow.
You're gonna make your fortune playing music?
Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a court bard? Or heard of a court bard?
I've never seen them play, but yeah.
Have you ever seen... Yeah, play is just a facade for what they do. Court bards are more. Court bards are the biggest politicians. There's not a court bard that's not deeply involved in politics. Everything that happens in a city, a court bard knows. And a court bard usually has his hand in it.
Really? Huh. I always thought they just played music and danced around like fools.
That's exactly what they want you to think. Because who's gonna suspect the court bard after the lord is assassinated, and suddenly the court bard's family is now on the
assassinated
streets?
someone?
Oh no, I'm just giving a random situation.
Oh, okay.
And the court bard's family suddenly gets elevated to a higher status because the new lord likes them a bit more. And maybe why is that? Yeah.
I don't know. Why is that?
The court bard had a hand in it.
I guess these things are all a little bit above me. I'm been a
Well, that's why I'm the brain, you're the muscle.
okay.
There we
Seems a
go.
little hesitant, but it goes with you and keeps pulling along. Is there anything else you'd like to say? You have all day with
No, like I mean, we talk again, like getting to know each other, trying to see what type of man he is. Henry Mirror, this Henry Mirror. But besides that, no, this is kind of it.
He seems to be not the sharpest tool in the shed. You're getting the impression that he's kind of a dim-witted fool.
Which is good. If a dim-witted fool likes me and is loyal to me, then that's very good. Like a dim-witted fool is is he strong? Does he seem like?
He seems stronger than you. Quite
Yeah.
a bit stronger than you.
Quite a bit stronger. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So, does he have any weapon though?
No.
I'm buying one. Okay. I say so. We're gonna get in the city. Now, how compared to me, how big he is? Like, are we the same kind of size?
How tall are you?
I didn't actually write this down. I think I said it's medium. I didn't say anything.
Height and weight?
Let's see. High number. I'm gonna be 19. Okay, so I'm gonna be tall. I'm pretty tall as a person and quite skinny.
Tall and skinny.
Tall and skinny, yeah.
Okay. This guy is... Well, this guy is the exact opposite. He's shorter than your average man and quite a bit broader than your average man.
Well, I was thinking of giving him my studded armor when I was not using it,
No,
but it doesn't seem like that can be
He
done.
would burst the seams.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we'll get him equipped later. Now maybe we'll get him a club or something. We'll see. Anyway, that's gonna it for until we get to Trestor. I don't think I want to do or say anything else.
Okay. Let's find our map again. You get into Trestor some 12 hours later. He's been huffing and puffing and sweating the whole way, although he took a short break to eat his wine and cheese and bread. Noticing that you didn't have any food, he kind of begrudgingly, you want a heel of bread, want some cheese?
It's okay. Just enjoy the food. I ate before I left.
He shrugs, doesn't try and offer you anymore. And you pull into Trestor that evening, just before sundown. Trestor is a fairly large city. It's definitely the largest city around, for a couple 100 miles in any given direction. And it is built up into a hillside. Down by the docks, you have, as you had back in Weinstein, whole rows of just ports and docks that stick out, although they stick out much, much farther. And you also see lots of small floating houses. It kind of just looks like they built a platform, stuck a house on it, and it's just bobbing out in the water area.
It's pretty neat. Venice.
Yeah. And all of these floating houses have little boats attached to them, and people seem to be going to and fro. And there's dogs hanging out on the floating houses, just lounging and barking at anyone that comes near them. The port in this area, the bay in this area, is very crowded with little boats pushing each other, or pushing around and almost bumping into each other. Even in the evening, it's quite busy.
Well, I'm gonna say, leave your boat wherever you think it's safe. Then we'll have to we'll go to the nearest tavern, figure out the latest rumor, and see if we can get some a good coin to, well, get you some good clothes and equip you better.
He looks a little sheepish and goes, "What's this business that you're offering me? We hadn't really discussed it."
You be my henchman, I pay you, and we share in the profits.
What sort of pay should I be expecting, and what sort of things are you going to ask me to do?
I'm not gonna ask you to kill anybody unless they want to kill me. But besides that, I just want some protection.
I mean, am I shoveling shit, or am I...
Oh, protection. You're a bodyguard.
Bodyguard? Oh, okay. And how much are you paying a month? A day?
I think, would you say about How much do you make a day as a boat pusher?
I make about a silver a day.
Silver a day? What do you say about 10 silver a day? No, fuck that. 20 silver a day.
Yeah, 20 silver a day. I'm in.
There we go. Okay, 20 silver a day. You stick by me. I'll buy you some nice armor and a weapon. What would you prefer? Like sharp, blunt?
I like some weapon. I've never actually fought anyone before, but I'd like a sword, I think.
A sword?
You know, a big, stabby, thrusty, slashy sword.
Okay, good. As I said, I need to get gauge the rumor in the city, whereas what's what, who's who, and where exactly do we want to go. And after that, I'll get you some cool stuff as soon as I have the money.
Cool. Speaking of 20 silver, can I get the other half?
Wait, I gave you full gold?
10 silver to the gold.
Oh yeah, I give you another gold.
Okay. He pockets it, broad smile on his face, and goes, I know a good tavern here. Take it you haven't been, so follow me. He leads you through. He first docks the ship on one of the large docks that sticks out of the water. As he does so, a man comes up and hands him a little scrap of paper that has a number scrawled on it. The oarman that you've been pushing around, Hank, hands the guy a copper coin, and the two of you head inland on the dock. He doesn't go to the first row of inns and buildings that's right there on the edge of the water. Instead, he goes up the hill about 3 blocks and comes to a smallish tavern that's buried kind of behind a large shop. So it's really only a small door that goes in and a couple of little windows on either side of it. The place is called the Clam Pearl.
The Clam Pearl. Is this a place of gossip or a gathering? What type of people come here?
Well, this is a sort of place where you can get a nice quiet room if you need to. They don't ask too many questions about what's going on. They offer some extracurricular services. He gives you a wink when he says it.
And it's like, now Hank, we can get all the extracurricular services later on, but now we need something else.
It's an option that
we don't need a place to be quiet with a loud place. Where the loud place is, that's where we can hear rumors. Where the rumors, there is opportunity. And that's what we want.
Oh.
We want to go to a tavern where we can talk to people. We want to go to a tavern where we can figure out information. And especially bartenders are very... You know what? We're here already. I'm going to go inside, see if I can... if this bartender can help us with anything. And if not, we'll go on to another one with more people inside. You know, when people drink, you know, their tongues loosen. And when somebody says the wrong thing...
I'm going to tell you, the girls here have plenty of loose tongues.
Yes, but what they can say doesn't interest us too much.
Yes, sir. Yes, my lord?
No.
You said...
Sir is okay.
Can I make scrap paper out of this?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's why I break it, so you can draw on it.
Alright. So we have...
Oh, you're already making a henchman table?
No, I just don't want to forget his name.
Henry Mirror, okay. Cool, so I go inside. I'm gonna leave Henry outside, like I don't want him with me, like he can stay outside. And I'm gonna go inside and see if I can find a bartender.
Yeah, it's a dimly lit room. The furnishings are all actually surprisingly nice. The cushions have nice, or the chairs have nice soft cushions on them. There's lots of little alcoves that are built around the place and pillars that block line of sight. So if you're hanging out over here with your friends, it's kind of hard to see anyone else in the room, just because the way the walls are shaped and the blocks that come down.
I might be wrong. There might be secrets in here.
The bar runs the length, or half the length of the wall on the right side as you walk in, and it looks very old and well polished, like people have been serving drinks here and cleaning the bar and varnishing it for probably 100 years or so. The bartender is in decent clothes. It's nothing super fancy, But he does have a strange little cap on. Like it's a hat that just kind of covers the top of his head. Not a I can't remember the name of it, but it's like covers around like this, and it's knit and close tight. And he gives you a little bit of a wave as you come in and says, "What can I get for you, sir? Would you like a room? Would you like a drink?"
Like a drink and a word. I'm gonna use my antique right now, so I'm gonna speak like nose up. Like a room, a drink and a word. What you serve, dear sir?
Yeah. Well, what do you have? What's your poison?
Wine, if you have any good one.
Yeah. He reaches under the cabinet and pulls out a bottle of white wine, pours you a glass, sets it in front of you, and says, "That'll be 2 silver."
I just put a gold on the table.
He doesn't take it yet, but looks expectantly
I
at
slide it over to him,
you.
and I say, "So, I'm interested in rumors in this city. Anything interesting going on?"
Well, what sort of rumors? You want to hear about the giants that live in the hills, or you want to hear about the mermaids out in the bay, or what are you looking for?
I want to hear about what's going on. Where's the keep, by the way? I saw a keep or a castle.
Yeah, it's at the very top of the
I
city.
point towards wherever the keep or the castle was. I want to know what's going on with the giants up in there.
The folk up in there.
Yeah, that kind of rumor.
Well, and he takes the gold coin now and just puts it underneath the counter.
He sees me fumbling my arm with like another golden coin. That kind of appears and goes down and goes up.
Do you have? You didn't.
I have sleight of hand.
You have sleight of hand?
Yeah, it says on the bard thing that I not only have pickpocketing, but I also have sleight of hand. No, go into bard down below. And it's where it says pickpocket. There is where it says sleight of hand as well. Yeah, small feats of sleight of hand.
Okay, give me a pickpocket. What is your pickpocketing percentage?
5%, but that doesn't matter. Do I like small feats of? Do I need that? Like coin going down between my fingers?
Maybe not. What did you give your bonus percentage points to when you?
I didn't get anything.
Yeah, you did. Don't you start with?
No, I don't think I do. Do I start with 15 plus that I need to assign?
The base percentage, blah 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 blah. After all adjustments are made, the player must distribute an additional 20 percentage points to the various special abilities. Every time you level, you get another 15.
Oh, I did not do that.
Did you also modify based on? I guess your dex doesn't matter for anything now. Yeah.
Nope. No, so I did not do that.
Okay, so you get another 20 percentage points. So distribute them now.
I'm gonna put another 10% in pickpockets, and I'm gonna put another 10% in detect noise.
Okay. Give me a pickpockets chance. You can move coins in between your hands like that as is, but if you succeed, then you do something special. If you fail miserably,
90. I fail miserably, I guess. 90 out of 20%.
No, that's fine. 95 would be 95 and above is absolute failure. You can your skills max out at 95%.
So it's just
it's just a normal.
Just a normal. Yeah, cool. So yeah, he basically sees that, and I'm guessing he understands what I mean. So I'm just gonna continue on.
Well, they say Lady Anya up there has recently found a friend. What do you call it? A friend of Alice's.
And now it says?
How does one say? When she goes for ice cream, she prefers 2 scoops of vanilla to a rocky road.
Oh, I get it. She she is more into the same type of fruit rather than changing it up.
Yeah.
Understandable. Okay. And well, I'm a bit...
So, yeah, rumor has it that she has found a new friend. Now, of course, these are just rumors, and anyone saying anything to her husband directly would probably have their head cut off, but that's what I know.
Interesting. And anybody willing to score favors is the now. And if you know this rumor, that means that it has already reached up to the husband's ears in some
As I
form.
said, if someone mentions this to him, they'll probably go missing. Then again, he looks around his place. I tend to hear things like this a little bit faster than the next guy, considering, and he gives a little bit of wave to a person behind you, considering the business.
Understandable. Well, I look at you, I look at him, and I say, I think we're gonna have a nice partnership, you and I. What I'm willing to do here, what I'm going to become here. I remember those who helped me along the way.
All right. I didn't catch your name.
Antonio de la Croix.
Antonio de la Croix. Very nice to meet you. Of the La Croix vineyards?
I nod my head.
Oh, okay.
Your name is?
Clam Pearl Lady on. Oh God, how do you spell Anya?
A-N-I... Like this? Anya? A-N... Y-A, yeah.
Anya, sure, that's close enough.
It's Croix, C-O-R-O-I-X. Okay, so nod my head. Well, where does this Lady Anya live?
Up in the keep.
Up in a keep, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, I'm interested. Do you have any rooms to rent? Rooms that people would sleep in?
Of course. This would be a terrible inn if it wasn't.
Yeah, I'd like one of those rooms.
Of course. 5 silver a night, please.
I
Shall I send a companion up for you?
shake my head. A man named Henry Mirror, my personal bodyguard, might be coming in. He can't stay in my room. That is okay.
Sure, of course.
Now I'm gonna put I'm giving him another 1 gold and say for 2 days.
Absolutely, sir. Let me show you to let me have Susan here show to your room. And a woman comes over dressed in silks that don't button in the front and escorts you to your room.
Well, as she escorts me to the room, I start talking to her. And I say, what beautiful eyes you have, you know? I've been living in the Delacroix vineyard for so long, and the girls that come here, oh, beautiful, but eyes like yours, never seen before.
My eyes are up here.
I do look at her, look at her eyes, doing this.
Well, aren't you the suave one? She gets to the door and
18 plus 15 for a charisma check, by the way.
She leans on the door and says, is there anything else I can get you?
Not now, but maybe later.
Well, if there is, you just give me a holler.
I will.
Okay. She departs.
Okay, and I'm gonna change out of my studded armor. I'm gonna get dressed into my flamboyant clothes. Get my nice cord box, put a signet ring on my hand. Leave the rest of my backpack stuff here. So I'm only gonna have my thieves picks with me, the 2 smoke bombs, and a couple of darts.
Where do you keep the smoke bombs?
I keep them inside of my pants inner pockets.
So you have to reach into your pants to get the smoke bombs and pull them out?
Yeah, they're basically they're tied to small ropes in the middle, and I basically just pull it out, and the rope snaps. Rope snaps, and I can throw it.
Okay.
And the darts, well, the darts are just beneath my cloak. I have this like cloak, well, not cloak, but a shirt that goes like this, and it has a undershirt in the middle, but it's open to these two sides, and there's a bandolier going this way and this way. So if I put my hand like this, I can easily just pull out the dart.
Okay, so the darts are on the inside of your shirt.
Yeah, inside of my shirt, yeah.
And the shirt comes to a close before, or is the shirt open low enough that you can see the bandolier?
It's open here, but you actually can see the bandolier because there's another shirt. There's another like a garment over on beneath the actual bandage. Like the shirt goes like this,
right?
And there's another shirt beneath.
But I'm just saying, if someone's looking at you, could they see the bandoliers?
No, they couldn't.
Okay, so your shirt
like
comes
baggy.
to like a V here, and then the bandoliers come down low.
You know those like baggy like shirts, like flamboyant shirts, and the pants like this. That's exactly how I'm dressed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to Henry.
He's standing outside, looking up and down the street, trying to look very important.
Give him the key, and say, "That's our room." I'm gonna go up to the keep there and meet Lady Anya. I think I already have a clue as to where we want to go next. But you are right. This is a good place of business for what we're trying to do. We're gonna stay here for 2 nights, see if luck. Well, if luck defeats us, or if it does not, we will try another place. Okay, I do not need you now.
Are you sure? Isn't the point of the bodyguard you
yeah,
know
but
when you need them?
You don't have a weapon. You're not dressed in armor. It'd be a bit weird. I mean, look at me. He sees my friend. It's all very noble style, and he's like
bows his head and goes,
"I'm gonna
get." You're right. You're right. Okay,
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you good clothes and good armor as soon as we get the money on. Now, if I manage to get a people, I start talking to myself. It's like, if I manage to get a people in there to have a concert, maybe enough money. We'll see. We'll see. And so, that's what Antonio does. Like he's so self-centered that he starts. Yeah, we'll see.
Hank goes inside, shuts the door, and disappears into the clam pearl.
Going to the castle.
Okay. You make your way up the hill. By the time you get to the top where the keep is, you are a little bit tired and you are kind of covered in sweat. Also, the sun has gone down and it is now dark. The only lights that light the road is the little starlight that filters through and what lights kind of come off of the buildings around you. The keep at the top has a 20-foot wall around it. It's not a huge keep. It's maybe God, I don't know how to put that in perspective. It's like 50 meters by 50 meters. The central building in the middle of it goes up 4 stories, and everything else is blocked by the wall.
So I'm gonna just go for the main gate.
Okay.
Entering inside.
The main gate has shut. The portcullis comes down, and there is a guard just kind of lazily pacing back and forth on the other side. And as you walk up, he gives you a look, and then just kind of goes back to his pacing.
It's like, could you please open the gate? Antonio de la Croix here. I'm here to expose my talent to the mighty lords of the keep.
I don't think the Lord wants anyone exposing anything to him.
Only this, and I gonna pat the case that I have.
He looks at it curiously for a few moments.
I mean, he sees me patting exactly with the signet ring. Like that's what I do, especially like the sleight of hand thing I'm doing. It's like catching the light with the signet ring as soon as I can.
He goes, let me ask someone inside. Hold on.
Nod my head.
He gives you a motion to wait and jogs off for a little bit. 3 minutes pass, 4 minutes pass, 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, and he comes back out, huffing and puffing, and says, the Lord Higgs is currently having dinner and said he would love to have some music. If you can play for him right now, he'll let you in.
That is and will be my pleasure.
Of course. He waves to a person beside him, and the portcullis starts to come up. He leans his halberd against the wall, and as you come forward, he says, "I'm gonna have to pat you down. Make sure you don't have any weapons on you."
Oh yeah, of course.
He gives you a quick pat down all over the place. Do you have any weapons on you?
Besides the darts and the bandolier, I'm guessing you can decide if he feels those or not.
Yeah, I will check to see if he feels them.
Besides that, no.
He pats you on the chest. What's this? As he pats down your bandolier.
Oh, I was like, there's darts. You can keep them here.
Okay, he takes them from you.
Let's take both because there's two, like 10 and 10. Is it give him one? Does he check for another one?
No.
Okay, just give him one.
Okay, he takes it, folds it up, places it on the ground next to the gate, shuts the portcullis, and leads you inward. You go in through the main doors, up a spiral staircase to the third floor, where there is a banquet going on already. It seems that they're maybe in their last course, and they've been eating for a while. The table has Lord Baxter Higgs, who you would know because he's kind of he's the ruler in this area.
He's the highest seat. Yeah. My eye goes towards him, and as soon as I appear, it's like
he is a very strong younger man, maybe 32, 33. He's not overly tall, but what he lacks in height, he makes up in physical strength. He's quite impressive. He is known as a renowned knight in the area, who is very stern and very kind of strict about things. Things have to go according to the way that he wants them to go and according to his plan. And if anything goes against his plan,
perfect.
Yeah. Your family has had some issues with him. Your interactions with him you've never met him before, but or never directly. Like you've been at dinner with him, but you've been at dinner like at the end of the table, and he's way up there.
Got it.
But your family has just every time their family interacts with him, it's always him saying, "You need to do this, this, and this, and you have to do things my way."
I just do like a great flourish, and I say, "Great to make your acquaintance, dear sir, dear Lord Higgs." And I, do you wish for me to sing?
I wish for you to play some music. That's why I would let you in.
I nod my head. I put down the case. I open it. I take out the instrument, and I start singing. 18! Oh yeah, nice. 18 plus 15, so that's...
Isn't that the third 18 in a row you rolled?
19. I rolled a 19 beforehand.
18, 18, 19?
No, it
18,
was
19, 18?
13. So it was a 13, because it was 13 with 15. It was 28 for the charisma roll.
13, 19, 18? Okay,
13, 19, 18.
All right, that's legitimate. That's fine.
You see the dice in front of you.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's not loaded. You knew I was coming. I could load everything. All right. You play marvelously, and you are pretty much ignored during...
What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song that talks about an iron hand, and the iron hand bringing order and equality and prosperity to the land, and how order and basically laws just handled by powerful men that have proven the bravery and honor in battle, as well as in the battle within the council of nobles.
Okay. He doesn't seem to pay you any attention and continues the conversation with everyone else at the table.
So when he continues on, because I've seen this, I'm gonna start healing. I'm gonna start. My ears gonna pick up, and I'm gonna easily try and detect noise.
You don't need to do that. Detect noise would be if you're trying to hear something on the other side of a doorway.
Oh, okay. So I'm basically just gonna start hearing stuff around and see what can I hear, what information can I take out of this.
It appears at dinner, it's not only him and his wife, but also his master of arms, his treasurer, his sage, the head dockman, what's the term? The harbor master, and two dwarves who you have no idea who they are. But they seem to be discussing a matter of something's been happening on the road north. You don't pick up. They were talking about what it was before you got in there, and they're just finishing up saying something along the lines of, "Well, we have to keep the roads open, so why don't we go ahead with what you were talking about, Jason?" And then he looks at one of the dwarves and says, "We will try and keep the roads open as much as possible. The steel should continue flowing."
Okay.
I'm not sure what that means exactly, but there's definitely something going on the roads.
Interesting. Good. Anything besides that?
They turn to kind of general discussion, talking about.
Cool.
The dwarves are complimenting him on
if they start kind of ignoring me, then just my music is gonna change slightly. My eyes are gonna dart towards Lady Anya, and my song is gonna change to a love of passion, and a love of the difference between a love of passion and a love of need.
You get about one verse into the song, and Lord Higgs snaps his head up and says, "Not that drivel. That song's oh God, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word. Oh my God. There's a word. There's the perfect word for this.
No problem. I just yes, as you say, Lord, as you say, and
he's very unhappy with it.
Yeah. I continue on. I go back to the same kind of song I was doing before, and so he's perceptive. That's a good thing to know. He's quite perceptive, but as my head goes up, and as soon as I see his go back to the conversation, I start to smile at Lady Anya.
You can't quite make eye contact with her.
Okay,
you
then
can
I
smile at her, but you're just another servant in the room to her.
Yeah. She sees it. She'll understand later.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna spend the whole rest of the night singing and trying to just listen, and that's about it. And see how much I can make out.
Yeah. Give me a. Give me a charisma check.
Cool.
For what sorts of things you can.
What the fuck is this? It's a 5. It's a 20.
20, okay. Let's see. There's a fail on the charisma check. You do not make out any more details of the plan on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You do hear about a certain Captain Wallace down in Droon Outpost who needs replacing.
Captain Wallace, interesting. Do I hear by happenstance the reason why of the replacement?
He's suspected to be skimming from the trade down there. The ships have been coming in, the money has been coming in, but it's not what was expected. If there are 100 ships, there should be 200 gold. However, only 180 gold has come in, or 190 gold, and it's not a huge amount. It's like 5%. That's more than Lord Higgs is comfortable with being skimmed. So he's discussing the need to replace the man.
Interesting. Okay. Don't know how I can use the information for me, but it's still information.
But that's it. They were mostly done with dinner by the time you got there anyway. So you're only playing for them for 45 minutes or so before things clear up. And the wait staff comes, takes away all the dishes. They get up and head out. And they just leave as you're playing.
They don't tip the singer. Bastards. So how do they leave? Does Lady Anya leave with them, or
Yeah, everyone leaves together.
at the same time? Ah, okay. I was maybe the boys went to talk and the women stayed around.
No. Okay. Lady Anya was the only woman at this table, actually.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. They just leave. They don't say anything else. They just go?
Nothing to you. Like, you know, the dinner finishes up. They say, "Oh, let's retire to the parlor for a little bit." The dwarves are going to leave off to do their other thing, but the men and Lady Anya will all be heading to the parlor.
But basically just ask, shall we wish for entertainment in the parlor as well? I can do...
No need. My man will see you out and see that you're paid.
I nod my head. As you say, sir.
Okay.
Productive night.
Yeah. One of the bellhops leads you all the way out and hands you 20 silver coins for your trouble.
So that's 2 more gold.
Do make a distinction between gold coins and silver coins, though, if you can.
Yeah, I did it. There we go. 4 gold coins and 20 silver coins. Well, we have Henry's pay for a day. I'm going to make a fast way to
You are running out of money.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm risking stuff because I need to hit big or we'll go home basically.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some information now. Let's see how we can use it best. We go back to the bar.
Okay. Why don't we actually take our first break here, and
okay,
we'll
cool.
see what's happening on the other side of the break. See you guys in a bit.